Namaskar. Hello everybody. I have made this special video today to give tribute to my paternal grandmother Ramabai Godbole. This month we celebrate International Women's Day, and I thought I should share this inspiring story with 21st century girls and boys so that it will inspire them to fight with odds of life with a smile on the face and make the things happen. So the story began almost 100 years back. A small girl, Rama, got married to a boy who could not speak and hear. Yes, you have heard me correctly. The small girl, Rama, from a very small village and from a very, very poor family, got married to a handsome boy who was not able to hear or speak. Yes, my grandfather, Bajirao Godbole, was not able to speak. He was deaf and dumb, probably from birth. Small Rama, who was hardly maybe 10 years old, she became mother when she was 16, and my father, Gajanan Bajirao Godbole, was born in August 1927. And I remember my grandmother talking to me very, very confidently. In Marathi, she used to say, I can go to America because I can speak. So, are you getting the point what I am trying to emphasize? To her, her biggest strength was that she can speak because her husband was not able to speak. So, obviously, my father had lot of difficulties because he became the head of the family almost at the age of 16, and my father came to Mumbai and he tried to continue his education and also support his family. In fact, when he passed matriculation, the school from Ratnagiri was pleasantly surprised to see that this boy, who comes from such a poor family, has topped in the whole district. And they felt that, gosh, if we would have trained him, he might have come first in the state also. And when I asked my father that how did you study, he was excellent in maths. So he said there was a press near his house and they used to cut the papers. So he didn't have money even to have rough papers for his studies. Forget proper notebooks and books. So those papers, 1-inch papers which are cut from all the side when you are doing the final binding of the book, those cut pieces of papers he used to collect from that press and do all the mathematics. And he was so good in maths. He spent his whole life doing accounting and those kind of things. He was working in ACC, Associated Cement Company. People still remember him after so many years of his retirement because he was a living example of computers and calculators. He knew what is called as pound key and did key, that is he could do orally in 2.75 into 0.25 into 1.25 into 1.5 into 1.75 into 2.25, or also divide by all those odd things orally. That was based on memorization. My father was a very good orator. He had excellent English and Sanskrit, and many of the things which my students and my acquaintances have found, those qualities which I inherited from my father. He was my first guru in my life, and his mother, my Ajji. I think the courage, the oratory, the approach towards life, I owe to her. And this year it is 10th anniversary, death anniversary of my father. He passed away in 2011. And this year I have also retired, and it's almost 100 years when the story of small Rama started, where she fought, she raised 6 children. She had such a wonderful first son, and of course, the rest of the family. And I'm the first daughter of the first son, and I think that entire Godbole family. I just love all of them, and they also have given me a lot of love and respect. And I thought it will be the best occasion to express my gratitude towards my grandmother who fought it. Many people know I have studied in Marathi medium, but not many know that I stayed in rented house all my childhood with common WC. And this is not because my father was having less salary, but it's because he was not just raising his family, he was simultaneously raising his mother's family, which was a large family. So together, maybe he was raising 15 people. And in spite of that, he gave the best education to all his sisters, brothers, to all his children. And that's why what I am today is all because of the upbringing of my grandmother, her samskaras on her family, on my father, upbringing of myself, my father, and of course my mother, who came from such a rich family. So we had a contrast of culture in my life. So I had exposure to both the cultures, pluses and minuses. And as an engineer, I always optimize. So I tried to blend the culture of Kodbole family with my mother's Joshi family, which is also an acclaimed family in their own ways. And together, I think this is what the result is the Smita Lele. You know, I have been always saying, I'm Smita, smiling, good bole, sweet speaker, and now I'm Lele. So, this is another anecdote I'm just offering to everybody and to the youngsters. Do well, never feel disheartened. If you work hard, success is guaranteed. Thank you very much and all the best for a bright future.